then I'm not gonna feel it. Won't sign no deal, they ain't talking millions. You not gonna tax me, boy, you talking silly. I could be your
Water.
with them highest numbers. Same drugs and competition's killer. Never been on billboards, but I look familiar. My sack big as Santa's, but it's not December. Heard your contract got a clause, let my lawyer skim it. I'm trying to make sure that you ain't scheming. I'm trying to see tours, you trying to see my demons. Trying to get paid like Floyd, like we pay for viewing. Why they sing the same song, but they not go through it. On the real, that's just how I see it. Yo, on the real, that's just how I see it. But we finna see things in a broader perspective because we talking about the sun, you know. And I definitely got Trio Dios with me. I was looking for my sister Lightbearer. I'm trying to remember her name. How to find her on the Facebook thing. I was just on there, and the name Lightbearer didn't pop up. I'm trying to remember what was the name, her Facebook name. But yeah, y'all go ahead, sister. Y'all let them know you're in the building. Sister Yasina, you can hear me? Or am I on mute? Let me see. Am I tripping?
You gotta unmute your mic,
All right,
sis.
I am in the building.
Oh, she did.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
You can? All right.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
didn't know I did.
Yasini is in the building.
Yes, yes.
Are we straight?
Oh, for sure. I'm finna get this off the screen. I'm trying to see what the heck happened. Okay, we good.
Peace and love,
Oh
brother.
shoot, hold on.
All right.
Matter of fact, where that Trio Dios? Oh yeah, I got some hot stuff for him. There we go. Oh no, I'm looking for the logo. There we go. It's on and popping. We in the building. It's that trifecta. If my sister Lightbearer in the building, let me know. Matter of fact, I'll just drop the link. And I ain't gonna let nobody help unless it's her. Put it like that. Hey, Taz, what's going on, brother?
Okay.
Peace and love, brother. How are you?
All is well, man. Let them know you in the building.
You know me.
Hey, hold up. I can't believe I'm over here playing her. You know what I mean? I'm asking Taz to introduce himself. I ain't quite introduced myself. Yeah, that's me. You know what I'm saying? I'm D Calico, as y'all already know. And it's Trio Dios, man. I thought you were gonna matter of fact, let me go over there. I guess I gotta do this to let them know, don't I? I think this is what I gotta do. Oh yeah, we in the building. Yeah. It is what it is.
Peace and love to everybody.
Yeah, but definitely the sun does a body good.
The sun does a body good.
You know what I mean? What you say about that, sister? Y'all seen it?
For some of us, it does. But most of us, it does. But not everyone.
The sun does a body good. It does a body good. Trust
it
me.
does my body good.
Best to
Let's tell it.
believe it. Best to believe
Let's
it.
tell it like it is.
I mean, just the fact that the sun gonna feed the plants and you are what you eat, just those simple facts gonna make the sun be definitely good for a healthy body, you
Most
know, because meat and all of that is not sun food, you know, it's not electric food.
Yeah, most definitely not.
It's not.
Okay. We got Sister Gemini 9 in the building. You know, we appreciate you
Uh-oh.
letting us know we loud and clear. Yeah,
Yeah,
grand
Peace.
evening. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have to share this more on Facebook. 'Cause, yeah, 'cause we ain't got too many, but I got somebody following us over there. But yeah, it ain't nothing to it. I'm gonna just bring the facts. You know, I ain't the type to just talk it without showing. So when we talking about the sun, like my brother Taz, I guess what we all kind of find pretty impressive is that we always, pretty much been taught that the sun is what it gives us what? What does the sun give us, Sister Yasina? Like is there
Light,
anything?
light,
I mean,
melanin,
as far
carbon.
as health goes, they always say we got to go out and get some sunlight,
Yeah,
so we
light.
can get
It
some.
gives us light.
It's gonna give us a
Light,
vitamin, ain't it?
D,
That's
vitamin
what they
D.
say. Yeah,
Okay.
you know, that's what they always say, vitamin D. Yeah, but I'm here to definitely let it be known that vitamin D is a hormone. You know, right? So do we know what
That's right.
hormones are? Like we didn't think we can get a hormone from outside of us. We can't do that, can we?
Are you saying that vitamin D is not a vitamin?
It's not a vitamin, brother.
Holy shit, vitamin D is not a vitamin. Okay, go ahead.
I mean, well, you could say to a degree because when a person like me break down the word vitamin, you feel me? I see vita, which is vita, like la vida loca. I know you know all about that. You feel me? That word means life. Am I right, brother?
Right, true.
Yeah. So life or vital. That's
Right.
what I say. Vital. And then what we got left, we got almond. So
Mm.
almond is vital. You feel me?
And
Or people
I
people because
thought,
people say vital minerals. Yeah, they say vital minerals.
right,
But yeah, I'm giving you my perspective. Almond is vital.
Right.
So that's what the title is already. We over here talking about the the sun does a body good. Matter of fact, yeah, vitamin D is a hormone. So I'm gonna definitely let me start sharing.
it is a hormone. I agree.
Yeah, it is a hormone. So, um, I guess let me share screen just so I could.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm right here, finna
Oh,
pretty
okay.
much tap on it.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Mhm. Boom, 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 boom. I mean, of course we can go to all. We can go find a book. Let me see. It might be a nice book or
Go to
something.
all so we can see what is
Yeah,
what.
the normal stuff they'll find.
Yeah.
I'm finna take them now. Yeah, 'cause we can come right back to this. This where it get deep. But boom, right? Just off the top, it's all about calcitriol. All right, that's what we really are after when we say vitamin D. It's truly calcitriol, which is the compound of calcium in your bloodstream. So
Mhm.
watch this. Vitamin D is a hormone Matter of fact, we can go. Oh, let me see. I had a I had a nice link, but I'm gonna just jump on this one. I had a nice link already. Okay, okay. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let you get on this, Sister Ya. You gonna help me out as always.
Yes, sir. Let me put my full screen up. Okay, so getting some sun to soak up some vitamin D is something you probably hear regularly during warmer months. However, the truth is, this often misunderstood vitamin is not a vitamin. It's a prohormone. Prohormones are substances that the body converts to a hormone. In fact, unlike other vitamins, only about 10% of the vitamin D the body needs comes from foods, such as dairy products and oily fish. And the rest the body makes for itself. Understanding this hormone and the role it plays in the body will help you make informed health decisions. Vitamin D is a hormone the kidneys produce that controls blood calcium concentration and impacts the immune system. It's also known as calcitriol, um, engocalciferol, um, calicidiol, and clo- colocala. Hold on, colocaliforol. Excuse the pronunciations. I don't have
Yeah,
my
yeah. It's
glasses
like the
on.
word
But anyway,
cholesterol. It's like they were finna say the word cholesterol, so it's associated with that. You know what I'm saying? But
okay,
it's talking about the basically the cholesterol. So basically, we're talking about the
calciferol.
cinerols because we're talking about the the calcium once again. You feel me? So
Right. So
it's basically it's probably talking about the amount of calcium in your cholesterol because there is a such thing as good oils or healthy oils or good cholesterol. You have to have a
mhm,
balance of cholesterol. But a lot of
that's
people
right.
think all oils are bad, but it's not.
So of those, calcidiol is the form doctors most commonly focus on when measuring vitamin D levels in the blood. The body makes vitamin D in a chemical reaction that occurs when sunlight hits the skin. This reaction produces cholecalciferol, and the liver converts it to calcidiol. The kidneys then convert the substance to calcitriol, which is the active form of the hormone in the body.
Hmm.
You want to scroll up?
Hey, hey, the sister say, oh, like it blew her mind that the trio Dios all in agreement. They talking
For
about that
real?
last video. They talking about the last video. They just being
Who
funny.
said that? Who said that?
Gemini 9. She said, wow, mind blow. All three trio deals in agreement.
Stronger than ever. Stronger than ever. I promise you.
But go ahead,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah, vitamin D has its effects by binding to a protein, called the vitamin D receptor. This receptor is present in nearly every cell and affects many different body processes. What does vitamin D do? Vitamin D helps the body absorb calcium so that blood calcium levels are at the ideal point. This helps enable the mineralization of bone that is required for strong, healthy bone. Hey, Taz, what did I say before we started this?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm saying, does milk make strong bones?
No, hell no.
What
No.
makes strong? Like make it like tell the layman or anybody who's just not paying full attention. What makes strong bones, Taz?
Sunlight.
Boom. Hey, see,
Vitamin
that's why
D
we need them. Hey, we need them
and
sound effects.
calcium.
No,
But
no, I mean no. The
well,
calcium, the calcium
that's the,
wanted.
that's the thing. Says okay. Let me try it this way real quick. Because I, we read all this scientific shit and everybody's like, "What the fuck?" So let's put it. The question Is vitamin D a hormone, right? Let me show my camera so so I can speak to the family or whatever. But the question is vitamin D a hormone? All right, which is true. We already know. We know from what this article is telling us, that Calico brought up, that it is a hormone. But in order to understand why it's a hormone, we have to know the definition of hormone. All right. Now, when it comes to a hormone, we know that first is synthesized in a particular gland. All right. For it to qualify as a hormone, it has to be synthesized by a specific hormone. All right. Not a specific, but a particular hormone. It doesn't matter, by a particular gland. I'm sorry. It has to be synthesized by a particular gland. All right. In your body, we have different glands all over our body, so it needs any of them to synthesize it, and then transport this vitamin D through like the systemic circulation, your bloodstream or whatever. And while it goes through your bloodstream, is targeting tissues that are in far places. All right. So that's pretty much in a nutshell the definition of what a hormone is. It has to be synthesized by a particular hormone. It's got to be transported through circulation, and it has to target tissues in other places aside from where it originated from. So what do we know about vitamin D? First, we know that the active form of vitamin D is calcitrol, all right, or whatever it was that they said. But where does calcitrol come from? Okay, calcitrol is synthesized by your kidney. Your kidney is a gland, all right. So remember, the first thing to qualify for a hormone, it has to be synthesized by a particular gland. It could be any of your glands. You got a whole bunch of glands. You got your pituitary gland. You got your kidneys and all the other glands that we have all over the place, right? So it has to be synthesized by by a particular gland. In this scenario, it's the kidney, the one that is doing the synthesization, or however it is that it's synthesizing the 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 hormone. All right. Now, once it's synthesized, it has to be transported via circulation, and we know that when vitamin D in its active form is calcitrol, as we said, is synthesized. It goes through your body. It goes through your body and it goes to other organs. Remember, it has to go through your system. That's the second part, and it has to go to other organs. What other organs does it go to? It goes to your intestines and it goes to your bones. All right. Now, in the bones, it increases the absorption of phosphate and calcium. You want to look that up, brother? since you got a since you got a handy, type in calcitrol increases the absorption of phosphate and calcium in the intestines. Or you want me to look it up?
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot to work with. But what I was going to say, most definitely, about those kidneys, and the calcitrol. Basically the calcium in the, like, in our bloodstream that we're trying to create healthy, strong bones and everything.
Right. That's
Like,
why it
like,
needs the intestines. That's why I'm
yeah.
telling you that it
But
needs the
I know.
intestines.
I'm saying, watch this. You already know that all this, basically builds your what? Your immune system.
Right. Your
Huh?
immune system. Yeah.
So your kidneys are vital for a healthy immune system. They're not telling you this. People, oh, you can live without your kidney and all this. Yeah, you ain't gonna live long. Man, you ain't gonna live long. I'm telling you, because this is the only way you have an immune system. So
Right.
if you acquire an immune deficiency syndrome, what is that called? What is an
AIDS,
acquired immune deficiency syndrome?
AIDS,
You know, like it's AIDS. You feel me? So if you don't have your kidneys, if you don't have healthy functioning kidneys, you have acquired a deficiency. You have
Mm-hmm.
AIDS. I'm sorry. It's just like that because your immune system is uh what we I forget the exact word that we use, but it's compromised. You feel me? Your immune system has been compromised, and almost more than compromised. You have no immune system.
Right.
Why do they? Why is there
So,
always?
Yeah,
Taz,
I know. I'm trying to
Taz,
block them
can
right
you hear
now.
me? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, go
Oh,
ahead.
most definitely.
Okay. What medium is the calcitrol traveling through the body? What
The
medium
kidney,
is it using to move? No, no. Okay, but it's traveling through some
To your blood.
your blood, of course, your blood.
plasma, some what? Okay, so that's what I wanted you to say. Let them know it's traveling through the blood through your system.
Right,
And
right.
yeah, that's what we said. The calcium, the calcitriol is the
Hmm.
calcium in your blood.
Okay.
And that's all coming from the hormone that we call vitamin D. So it's already within you, is what I'm trying to tell people. This is not something that's outside of you. Hormones are in you. That's like saying adrenaline. You know, your body
Right.
will mix those chemicals together. You are the alchemist. Your body will mix the right chemicals to make you invincible. Huh? It'll give you the adrenaline you need to survive anything. Or
Right.
not feel any pain. Period. You know, like it'll do the same thing as far as the hormone vitamin D. All it needs is some sunlight, and it will transmute that. You feel me? It's just like
Mm-hmm.
photosynthesis. The body's photosynthesis is the hormone vitamin D. You know, like this is this all associated with my brother Taz PowerPoint, the sacred secretion. When we're talking
Mm-hmm.
about the sacred secretion, like the pineal is not even gonna produce or even be functional. It'll become dormant, or it'll go into hibernation, or basically be calcified if you're not getting no sunlight, because you can't use it. It needs light to be activated, just like the kidneys. And like we were speaking on, there all what glands, because we're
Mm-hmm.
talking about the pineal or the pineal gland. We're talking about the gland or the organ, the kidney, and what happens when the sunlight is given to the body. All it needs. That's why they say, us melanated people, we need more sunlight than other people, because it takes a lot to do the trick, to truly absorb. Other people should get in and out of the sun fairly quickly, because if
Right,
they stay for long periods, it can get ugly.
right.
So we have to stay out there longer, and we won't do it. Like we trained to run to the AC. Oh my God, you know, like everybody's scared of Amin Ra. You know, I guess that's why they say fuck religion, because it's Ray's legion. If you really with Amin Ray, then you're gonna be a part of the legion. You feel me? Like we the real children of the sun, but a lot of us, avoid it at all costs, like the plague. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, most definitely. But it's a very interesting concept because once you realize this thing, like as far he made the title, what did you call it, the sun does
Yeah,
about
sun does a body good.
right. So I had already looked into the whole milk thing. I have a video about 2 years ago. If you go to my channel under the Tash Show, it's called Milk Exposed, and it's a little documentary, that came out back in the day of why they were telling us on TV, that milk wasn't what they were supposed, and is this dude that actually, I can't think exactly what was his title or whatever, because they gotta have them titles and stuff. But if you go see the video, this dude is literally telling you that milk is eating at your bones. It is not helping you grow your bones. It's actually working against it. The more milk you have, the higher chance you have of breaking a bone, of having a fracture, or a simple bump just causing some damage into your bones. And the whole concept that brother Calico talking about, where vitamin D, which is, we've been told this all our life, you got to go outside, and get you, especially right now through what's going on. They're telling us, hey, you got to build up your immune system. Go outside, get you some vitamin D, and get you some sun. You got to get at least 30 minutes of sunlight or whatever, because it tells you that it strengthens your immune system. So imagine what happens to a person that's been an alcoholic all their life, and they no longer have their kidneys, and it tells you in there that when you sun gaze, that light activates something inside of your kidneys that creates calcium. Not only does it activate your immune system, well, the calcium is what activates your immune system. That calcitrol is what activates your immune system. And obviously we know that calcium is good for your bones, and they're trying to tell you that the calcium in the cow's milk, is good for your bones. What they're not telling you is that the calcium in the bone in the calcium in the cow's milk is not natural. What do I mean by is not natural? It doesn't come directly from the cows. It comes from the damn plants that the fucking cow is eating. It's not because the cow just naturally has calcium in her, on her milk. Is what she's eating is giving the herbs that she's eating is giving her the majority of the calcium that she needs for her milk that she has for her baby cows or whatever the hell, you know. So in conclusion, milk is gonna fuck you up, fuck up your bones. Not only that, but in the video that I told you about, it's called Milk Exposed. It tells you clearly that if you are a so-called black person, 9 times out of 10, even though you do not get a bad reaction, 9 times out of 10, you're probably lactose intolerant, which means that you should not be ingesting anything that's whatchamacallit, dairy. Anything dairy, you gonna kill yourself. You gonna kill yourself because it's because one specific ingredient that is in the thing. But go ahead, brother.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying as far as the milk. Uh, it'll basically leach the minerals from your bones.
Yeah,
Because like we said, when I say vital, I say almond is vital. Like I say, other people say, vital minerals. So that you don't have, because the sun the sun is going to give you actual minerals. It's going to add to you. You feel me? It's going to help produce that with the hormones and the alchemy that's already within you. But milk, that we getting over here in America can't do that. You feel me? So it's gonna actually do the opposite. It's gonna leach the minerals that you so desperately need. It's gonna leach them from your bones. So, like I said, once again, the sun gives strong bones. It's not milk. But today, I'm gonna shout out my brother Los Page. You feel me? Because I had actually seen this post. And sister, y'all seen it? You want to help me one more time?
Yeah, again, I don't have my glasses, so I had to hit the enlarge. But give me a sec. Lost page. Lost page. Okay. Lost page reposted from raw farm raw milk versus the pasteurized experiment. So for step one, he made observations, which is the scientific method. So raw milk is a living food with active ingredients. Pasteurized milk is filled with dead bacteria, denatured proteins, destroyed enzymes, and more. Raw milk can be utilized outside refrigeration, as has been done for centuries to make many types of healthy dairy products. However, when pasteurized milk is allowed to grow in a non refrigerated environment, mold and other strange things appear. So, step two, you form an hypothesis. When raw milk and pasteurized milk, which is organic or conventional, are left at room temperature, bacteria grows naturally. Raw milk continues to appear normal and be enjoyable and be a safe product to consume. Pasteurized, pasteurized milk becomes moldy and unsafe to consume. In step three, you make a prediction. Raw milk will become a sour cream or separated cheese like product, safe to consume and enjoy. Pasteurized milk becomes rancid and harmful to consume. Raw milk will become an edible, enjoyable product safe to consume. In step four, you perform the experiment. And here's your picture proof. The 5 jars were all filled on the same day. I prefer not to reveal the brand name on the labels, but two are conventional milk brands and two are organic milk brands. The whole milk is Jersey cow, milk from cows that live on grass. Jars were all sterilized before the experiment. I tightened all the lids and then backed them off a half turn. Okay, because you got to do everything to each jar. Okay, so I have done this experiment before, and I'm absolutely stunned at how little remains of what is labeled whole milk. Isn't this blatantly dishonest labeling? Additionally, I consistently see that the UHT, which is the ultra high temp pasteurized milk, goes bad the fastest. So in step five, they analyzed the results of the experiments. So see mold growth pictures. The mold on lids show an estimate for the quantity of mold growth inside each jar. Whoa.
So sorry about that. That was my mistake.
Okay. So the mold growth levels. Raw whole milk, there's no mold. Pasteurized whole milk, medium mold levels. Pasteurized 2% milk, high mold levels. Pasteurized organic whole milk, medium mold levels. Ultra high temperature pasteurized 2% milk, extremely high mold levels. So in step six, you can draw your conclusion. Drink raw milk. It is a living, biodiverse, perfect food. Raw milk is a controversial, heavily regulated by the government, but may swear by the health benefit. Highly recommended A2 dairy only. So he did the experiment himself, and there's the results. Mm-mm.
That's nasty. And I ain't even finna lie. I used to love the shit out of milk.
I never ever drank milk, not even when I was pregnant.
It to
Never.
it was like some to me like maybe past 10 years ago, it was something that if I went to the grocery store, it was irrational in my mind to leave the store without a gallon of milk. It was like, what? Why? You have to take a gallon of milk. It's like that's the thing to
Mm-mm.
do. You want strong bones, right? Yeah, I mean, it's not that. That shit is I don't know, just what they've shown us and what they've told us. My baffling moment comes when the vast
Tab,
majority of, huh? Yeah,
do you remember the Chubster from way back in the day? He was a rapper.
no,
I think it was Chub Rock.
no,
Okay, so he made a song, probably like his second or third album, called "Don't Drink the Milk," and he was telling back then how it was spoiled, and it was one of those type rhymes that a kid could understand what he is saying, how he is rhyming it, and everything. And I thought, and I probably was in my, I don't know, it was 30 years ago or more. And he was saying, "Don't drink the milk; it's spoiled." And I'm thinking back then, like, how's he telling us not to drink the milk and saying that the milk is spoiled, all of it? And yet in school, your teacher is constantly trying to get you to drink that shit.
yeah.
Um, Calico should know Chub Rock, the Chubster. He made this song called "Treat 'Em Right." He made a whole bunch of songs, and he was extremely popular.
That's crazy.
Hey, sister, have you ever heard of sun gazing?
Absolutely, I sun gaze as much as I can. I
I mean,
watch it come up and I watch it go down.
who
Yeah, I
is?
look directly at it. I look directly at it, and I have some stories to tell and some experiences. And I usually use it when I'm doing my meditation before I go to bed because I'm a night owl. I usually
My,
wait for the
my
sun to
boy in
come
the
up so I
building.
can meditate on it. Huh?
And I was just saying, my boy Will I am in the building. I ain't seen my brother in a little minute. Hey, but most
Sharpo,
definitely, watch this. So, who is the face? I know my brother Will I am probably know. I'm just assuming. But who is the face of sun gazing? Like
mm,
it's a one man. It's like saying who is the face of the NBA? It'd be like Michael Jordan, you know, or something like that. So what I'm saying is, when it comes to sun gazing, like who is the face of sun gazing?
The
mm,
Teletubbies.
mm.
Hey, shit, I ain't never seen him. I ain't never seen him come outside. You know, but no, most definitely, his name is Hyra Ratan Manic. I just put it in chat. Matter of fact, you know, or otherwise known as the HRM phenomena. You know,
Mm.
the HRM phenomena, or basically, like I say, Hyra Ratan Manic, which is his full name.
Mm.
Basically, it was said that this guy doesn't need to eat. He doesn't have the need to eat food. He lives off the sunlight. He brought back the true idea of sun gazing. It's just like when we speak on water and the power of sound frequency versus the water and all of that, and the
Mhm.
results thereof that comes from I I know his name all the time. I don't know all of a sudden, but that's Dr. Masuru Emoto. You feel me? Like that's the founder of that to a degree for us all. You know, and the same thing going for this spiritual brother, Hyra Ratan Manic. He brought the science of sun gazing and taught us, the steps.
Fuck
You
the
know,
step. He took it to another level.
yeah, he on another level. I'm talking about he taught us, being novices, being so new to it. He taught us that, we got to crawl before we walk. which meant you got to do this, at sunrise or sunset. You feel me? Pretty much within 30 to 45 minutes of sunrise or sunset is how it operates, how you should do it. Because the sun is at a lower frequency where you can absorb it through the retina. And you're only supposed to do it for, maybe 12 seconds. I might be overboard, but it's something to that nature. You feel me? And you do that, every day, and I ain't gonna lie, the first time you do it, you're gonna notice the difference. You're gonna definitely notice the difference. It'll take all of the hunger away. It'll be like, what in the heck? I ain't hungry at all. Like I'm
I'm in the
forgetting.
middle of Frosty the Snowman land right now, so I'll wait for the
Yeah, yeah,
next.
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, you already hibernating.
And Calico, I do mine for way longer than 12 seconds. I make mine a
Hey,
ritual.
hey, he said, what does this do for us on a cellular level? Like, I don't know if the brother was just here when we was talking about the calcitriol,
Right.
Right.
or
You gotta go back to it.
otherwise known as vitamin D.
Right.
We call it vitamin D, but it's honestly it's a hormone called calcitriol. You
Right.
feel me? So this hormone is produced from your kidney. It don't come from drinking milk.
Nope.
It don't come from all of that other stuff. The only thing that creates this is sunlight. So this is the human photosynthesis. You know what happens, to us. What are we synthesizing? Like the brother just said, huh? We're photosynthesizing the light into calcitriol, which is calcium for the bloodstream, obviously making strong bones. The sun does a body good. That's the name of the show. You feel me? Because that's what it is for real, for real. So that's what it do for us on the cellular level. And if you're going to sun gaze, we can't even imagine. You know what I'm saying? The more greatness it could do for you. The sun. Yep, just raw. For real.
So, so if you're in the sun around the old school, they'll tell you to get out of that sun before you get burnt. If you're at a park and you're sitting in the sun and everybody else is under the umbrella or the tent trying to hide.
Yeah,
Uh,
everybody. Yeah,
I put my chair right in front of the sun. But they do. They'll say, get out of that sun before you burn.
damn. That's sad. Well, I'm
It
glad I'm
is.
in Florida. But that's why people think Floridians are crazy. They think we crazy. Oh, you gotta forgive him. He from Florida. He crazy. You
Oh my
know,
goodness.
cause I go ahead and get in that sun. They be like, "How you got all that long hair?" I be like, "What the hell?" You know what I mean? It's too hot. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna be all right. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Shit.
Take that heat.
That,
Take it. Take that heat.
I'm talking about we braid the locks up in the cornrows too. We do it all. You hear me? Shoot. Tied up.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna get into hyper-rattan manic, the HRM phenomena. Like I say, this guy being the face, might as well go to some images so y'all can know who you're dealing with. He's the face of sun gazing. This the only man that has schools on this thing. Like you can come to his school and get it in. You know, hyper-rattan manic. This brother right here.
He looks
Yeah.
like nice and toasty.
Uh,
Like
hey,
yeah, I wasn't. He looked like, by the tone of his skin. He looked like he stayed looking at the sun.
mm-hmm.
He probably do.
Right? No, he does. That's what the brother's telling you. The dude never has to. Well, go ahead, brother.
Yeah, he never has to eat, and what it is, his legend started kind of growing. So NASA even got involved, and they say, man, come on over here in our facility for a couple weeks, and let us see, do you really eat? You know what I mean? Do you really have to eat? We're gonna keep you in our facility. Make sure, if you ever want to eat, we can just end it right there, okay? He was like, yeah, as long as I can get water and get sunlight every day, I'm cool. You know? So NASA locked him down. You know what I mean? Shit, they say, hey, we'll let you in and come on over here. And yeah, this man stayed there for weeks and they ain't eat. So NASA is shocked. They can't explain him. They don't know what the heck. Like they say basically it's not humanly possible what he's doing.
For them, it ain't.
Man, how can I? Trying to see how I can blow it up.
Right?
But hybrid rattan money.
Ain't that something, Sister Denise? That ain't that the pot calling the kettle black? NASA asking somebody if they telling the truth.
Yeah, trying to debunk somebody. They got the nerve to try to debunk somebody.
Oxymoron.
Yeah, but I'm gonna just go from the words of this right quick. Is it who is hybrid manic and what are sun gazing benefits? Well, hybrid manic, sun gazing, or solar yoga is a technique you can use to improve or maintain good health. Huh? I'm talking about that immune system. Huh? We always talking about detoxing. Man, you better enlighten, you know, like turn the whole, like we gonna fast, you better goddamn soak up that sun in the right way though. This is a technique that was practiced for centuries around the globe and which was recently rediscovered by hybrid manic, HRM. This was rediscovered after a couple of hundred years since it had been forgotten due to the explosion of technology and modern science. Through sun gazing, it is possible to solve physical, emotional, psychological, and mental problems because the sun is going to upgrade you. The sun gives intelligence to everything.
Now
Every plant, every animal.
block that bitch and put a fake one up there and shit.
Yeah, they trying to really goddamn have us, dumb down.
Yeah.
Right. No vitamin for you.
We're gonna be out there sun gazing for 20 hours. Be like, I don't feel shit. I'm just saying. Hey, but for some, it's also possible to live without food using only the sun as the main source of energy. This fact is what many people call the HRM phenomenon, whose name originates from the team of scientists and physicians to whom the HRM has proved that man can live only by solar energy. However, the objective of this practice is not to stop eating, but to live mentally, physically, and spiritually healthy life. These are only some of the HRM sun gazing benefits. With practicing or sun gazing, you can get the full health of body, mind, and spirit. You can live with a smaller intake of. One of the benefits of sun gazing is that you can also renew your mind and cure of all diseases. The most intriguing thing is that by practicing or sun gazing, you can be cleaned of all mental health programs and systems that limit us. You can also reach various levels of enlightenment. Live now, here, and at this time. Many scientists and physicians have their testimonials after they examine the effects of sun gazing, of hybrid manic. The testimonials of HRM sun gazing proving that this alternative medicine works and helps our body to rejuvenate. He was put to NASA testing, the U.S. Agency for Space Research, for a period of almost 2 years. Need I say more? Shit, if anything, I shortchanged him. You know what I mean? I thought he did for no more than a month, like 21 days, really. But they was keeping up with him like, hey, this, they put the feds on him. Like, hey, go watch him.
They put the fades on his
Yeah.
head.
Here comes the men in black. Yeah, but hey, never any man before manic has been subjected to so thorough and long-term testing. Final conclusion of NASA scientists was that it was a phenomenon. Huh? As all studies show the actual values of sun gazing, and some techniques were embedded in the program for training astronauts. Several scientists tested sun gazing were fascinated by the way and speed with which they encourage their paranormal abilities. Yeah, that's why I'm D Calico, and quickly and powerfully awaken dormant abilities and their health. Let me
Yeah,
see it, man.
to brother Earth God, light enters through your eyes. Vitamin D is produced in your kidney.
uh, yeah.
Go ahead, brother. My bad.
No, I'm finna get back to it. My screen just moving slow for some reason.
Oh, it froze.
It's moving slow. I don't know why. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, they hate him, no man.
The sun activates something in your kidneys that creates
Yeah,
calcium,
calcium. Yeah,
right? Which
that's what
which
it activates.
right, which it helps with the production of vitamin of the so-called vitamin D, because it's not a vitamin, it's a hormone. Which that was a mind blown for me before, because before today I didn't know that it was a hormone.
Hold on, what's that? I'm still
So
on that.
if I were Hira, I would not be involved in no government or NASA experiment. Okay. Is he still alive?
We might have to check up on the brother. We might have to check up on.
Gemini 9 say Causa Trio Dios.
That's real though. Hey, that's real now. I'm on some Casa Trio deals. For real though.
That's a
I like
trio.
that. She
Um,
caught that though.
yeah,
Goddamn,
she's all good
hey,
too.
yeah. She definitely a Quattro Dio for real.
Cuatro.
To all the real Quattro Dios out there, Cinco Dios, Seis, all y'all, for real, for real.
Right.
But yeah, like they say,
All our, all our
they got
subscribers are deals.
man, they got whole books out here they trying to sell. I'm talking about NASA confirmed superhuman abilities gained through sun. See, people trying to get paid, hey, and y'all won't even send us a donation. Ain't that something? Hey, but now I'm just saying, I can't blame them. They put their little books together, just like we're gonna put these PowerPoints together. You know what I mean? And definitely book a couple of them out, because we got a couple of them that got to be put in book form. But y'all can get any one on printed out. Matter of fact, you're at the Taz show. Y'all definitely know. Hit them up for any PowerPoint y'all done seen us bring, and brother definitely can get that to you. You know,
I'm, I'm
really
glad she heard what
nothing.
I said. I said everybody in this building is Dios.
Yeah.
That's real. Yeah, yeah. Hey, matter of fact, I kind of skipped over. I ain't even pay attention, but yeah, Hunter on it. You know, because I was kind of wrong. It was like 3 or 4 seconds. You start off like that. You know,
I started off with 10 years ago.
yeah.
and I just do it until when I do see that yellow sunburn, that goes away in like 2 minutes or so. So that used to stop me, but now that don't even stop me.
No, now you got to do it like the brother say. You know,
Yeah,
it like if it's not sunrise or sunset. Now it could be in the
but
middle of the day,
definitely
but you got to
sunrise
do
and
it
sunset.
through
I don't look
my
at high
eyelid,
noon.
like the brother right here
I don't
saying.
look at high noon.
Yeah, that's why he was saying close my eye.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I catch it first coming up, and then I can stare it down.
Oh yeah, most definitely. That's
Or
when I
when it's
have my
going
fun.
down, I can stare it down.
Yeah, yeah, that's when you have that fun.
Hmm. But
Yeah, they
a lot of
they hollering at you.
people are scared to do it though because everybody's going to tell you you're going to go blind. They
It's never
really think
what you
that.
do, but how you do it. That's why I don't want people to get the wrong idea. Oh, hold up. I know how they operate.
Right.
I gotta say it.
Yeah.
Because that's just how crazy they get with it. Hold on. Oh, how we? Let me see. My bad. Taz.
Remember remember when there was an eclipse and Trump and his wife walked out on the balcony to look at it,
Hey,
and
oh no. Matter of fact,
Trump,
hold on.
Trump looked at it. Trump looked at it, and everybody's like, "Oh, and he's looking
Matter of fact,
directly at the sun."
this
They
the
were
medical
tripping.
disclaimer. Just letting
There
it
you
be
go.
known that we ain't giving out no medical advice. You know what I mean?
Right. Don't come
Right.
back in
This
this
ain't no
motherfucker talking about you
diagnosis
blind
or
and shit.
treatments and all that.
Right. Don't come back in this motherfucker
Yeah,
talking about you
yeah,
blind and
yeah.
shit because you don't win
But
it.
but but I repeat, it's never what you do, but how you do it. You know, if y'all actually, man, everybody already done looked at the sunrise and all that, and was mesmerized and already know that's what they want to see, the sunrise or the sunset. Like I never heard of nothing else. You know, even though at the same time I turn my back and look at the moon rise too. I'd be like, oh yeah, you feel me? Or the moon set. But yeah, yep, yep. Calza Trio and Trio Dios. Huh? For real though. That's what it's gonna take. Y'all definitely need some Calza Trio and y'all need some Trio Dios. You feel
Right.
me?
And that
Now
shit,
that's the only thing I'm recommending.
that shit gonna boost your
What you
immune
say,
system.
bro?
I said that shit's gonna boost the immune system.
For hey, and we gonna boost their mental system. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For real. Damn, I can't even block that joker. What the heck?
Which
Them
one?
bots, them bots getting souped up.
Oh no,
To
that
do.
14 whatever I already blocked his ass.
Oh yeah, you move fast. I'm wondering my button ain't working.
Yeah, no, I went straight to the channel and shit and blocked his ass.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna let you handle the comments then, cause you on point. Cause back to my brother, uh, HRM phenomenon.
It's something like a phenomenon. Phenomenon.
All right, but yeah, just definitely who we dealing with when we talking about that. And yeah, there's a video that's out there. Some guy that paid him handsomely, to come, do an event or something like that. And the guy called himself taking him to a restaurant, and the guy was eating a salad. So they called him eating a salad once in history. Like, what the hell wrong with people, man? You know what I'm saying? They act like
Everybody's always looking to tear somebody down. Oh, instead of we never celebrate a motherfucker. Hey,
exactly.
I ain't smoked a cigarette in 3 years. Hey, you want to spark up a square, bro? Like what the fuck, bitch? I just told you I ain't
Yeah,
smoked in 3 years. Why is you off? Why are we always trying to tear each other down? Oh yeah,
yeah,
you won't go back anyways. Like what the fuck? I
yeah,
mean, just like with this dude, like why try to put him in a situation where he eats something for what? So you could, so you, aha, you're a liar. See, you do eat. Like,
Yeah,
damn,
yeah, that's all they want.
like always looking to have somebody just laughed at or whatever. That's just, I don't know.
Jealousy, hatred, all kind of stuff, balled up into one.
Yeah, yeah, most
Unfortunately.
definitely. But they got to do what they got to do. Hate is gonna hate. We can't control that. All we could control is how we react to it. That's all we
We
can
hope we
control.
control it.
You ain't in control of shit. Nothing unless it pertains to your personal self. Other than that, I'm not gonna control the shit that happens around me or nothing. All I could do is control how I react to everything that gets in front of me. If it depends on what you're gonna do. Oh, coronavirus! Oh my God, it's the end of the world. Oh, coronavirus. All right, so now what? Coronavirus, now what? It's all about your reaction. Are you gonna freak out, or are you gonna be like, okay, I hear what you're saying, but then what?
Exactly. Because I also want to touch on this other guy while I'm on this kind of a subject. I just had found it, so I know I'm gonna see him again. 1 second.
So, so is it fair to say that people who get coronavirus might be
Hey,
low
yeah, that
in
that
vitamin
that
D?
that stuff. Say it again though. I couldn't hear you. People that
I said,
people that got that.
is it fair to say? Is it fair to say that people who have a vitamin D deficiency
Hmm.
are more subject to
Susceptible
get
to anything,
coronavirus?
everything, to everything.
Right.
Like, yeah, like it's just like saying,
So,
AIDS can't kill a person. AIDS allows anything else to come in. The common cold, like which
right.
is
Right,
all colds are coronaviruses. So the common cold is a coronavirus. So
Hmm.
even that could take out a person with AIDS because they have an acquired immune deficiency syndrome. If you have, if you don't have your kidney, if you're not getting sunlight and obviously photosynthesizing that into calcitriol, what you call vitamin D for some reason, but it's a hormone. You feel me? So it's within you already. This ain't nothing external. The only thing external is the sun. That's the only thing you need external to produce what you need internal. You need it internally, and you produce it already. It's already inside of you. It's a hormone. Just like fear can produce adrenaline. So that's why they say, you know, fear is healthy. A certain amount of fear. It don't mean be, scared or nothing. No, it means you gotta know when to raise them hairs up on your back and
right,
turn into a bad cat. You feel me? Until then, you're a cool one. You know.
right. Because too much fear, and then it turns into adrenal crown.
And this another guy that had it going on as far as like just like hyperretan manic. This brother, I never was really able to say his name.
I wonder if Savy was
Prahlad.
a
Knew about.
sungazer, huh?
You say this Sebi Sungaze?
I said I wonder if Savy was Dr. Savy was a sun
Oh,
gazer because he would go 3 weeks, a
oh,
month.
if he did that, then that's what it was.
Actually, he did a night. He had a 90-day cleansing thing that they did in the village, in the Usha village in Honduras and shit. You went over there, you stayed for 90 days. When you left 90 days later, he guaranteed that you weren't gonna have shit, nothing.
Exactly, because you purging anything out of you. It's nothing. There's no way. There's no way. But breatharianism, breath and breatharianism. They go to word Aryan again, but Aryan means knowledge. So, or noble. So they can't be the true Aryans. You know who they are. But Moors, because like I said, it means noble. But that's more like the word what like we be saying spirit when spirit just means breath. Well, if you're spiritual, I guess you should be a breatharianism or breatharianist. You feel me? But yeah, he believes in simply breathing. Like I say, the Buddhists will tell you that you only have a certain amount of breaths in your body. You know, so it goes to like what the Bible says. We're not supposed to even speak unless it's for the edification of the soul. So we're not trying to edify someone's soul. We shouldn't be wasting our breath. We only have a few. We only have a certain amount of breaths in our body. You know, and but yeah, but him just like Hyperatan Manic, he was tested in a hospital in his country. You feel me? They had to see, does he really not eat food? Does he really not need to eat? Let's keep him here. You know, the thing different about him, he didn't really need sunlight.
Did
No.
you hear about that mummy that they found or whatever? That it was some dude that it appeared like he was dead, but he was in a state of meditation and shit.
Oh yeah, and guess what? They want to cut him open, but they're not supposed to touch him because basically to his people, he's gonna come back to that same body. Like he basically supposed to just left for a while because like I told you how long a day is.
He did
Bro, man. Like they say, you know how long a day is to Barama? It's
Right.
crazy, man.
Yeah.
Like they speak of what these two people or whatever like took a some kind of capsule or ship or whatever, and they flew out to Barama, which makes me think of Saturn again because they had like it was going. They said they were basically going out, to the reaches of Saturn or whatever around that that distance, and Barama explained to him when they made it to him. He said time is different on different. When you go on different levels, time is different. He said so. Y'all just traveled here, and what y'all think didn't take very long. He said that was hundreds of thousands of years. He said when you go back home, there would be nobody that you ever loved or known on earth still there. None of them would be there. There would be no such thing. Like the world won't be nowhere near like how you left it. So it's just showing how time operates a lot different. On different levels and stuff. What I'm saying about the breatharianness right here, the yogi, he said he didn't have to eat because he was being fed by a goddess, Nayama or whatever. I'm finna see. I forget the exact name, but Dr. Sudhir Shah was monitored or has monitored Prahlad Jani. That's his name. Prahlad Jani, the breatharian yogi who has been nourished by prana. Like we talk about the pranayama from heaven. In different countries you got different names, but prana is also breath. So he's been nourished by the breath. And he said his tonsil or whatever, like gives him the nourishment of Nayama or some goddess, whatever. For more than 70 years, his hospital research on this has proven that Prahlad Jani was indeed nourished by an internal source of nourishment other than physical food or liquids. And that during the days of close surveillance in one of the most renowned hospitals of Ahmedabad, India, he experienced no depletion or shift in vitality, thus proving that pranic nourishment is possible. So he getting fed just by breathing, because that's what prana is, breath. It's just like when we say spirit. I'm getting fed by the spirit. You're getting fed by breathing. You know, man, I've been fasting. I ain't got to eat, man. I just been in the spirit. I've been getting fed by the spirit. You, you get fed by breathing.
They do,
Mhm.
and they get information from it. So I would assume that they would be smart as hell or very intelligent because it's not just working on one organ in there. I mean, the pineal is being fed, the eyes, other than just your liver. There's other things going on with that sun besides immune system It's like an intelligence is forming, or like you would get your answers. Say if you wanted to meditate when you're in that high state and you've been eating the sun forever, 75 years, did it say? Never ate for, what is that, 78 years? Yeah, you getting that information. You're getting information from the sun also in the form of data.
I thought y'all could see my page, but I see I was reading it by myself. My bad. Let me get with this. Let me show y'all. Hey, brother Tad,
Yo.
help me out on this one.
Uh, Introduction. Recently, a historical and amazing incident took place in Ahmedabad, Gujarat, India. A gentleman called, I'm assuming Shri Hira Ratan Manek, HRM, age 64, a mechanical engineer residing at Calicut, originally belonging to Kutch, Gujarat, has just accomplished a remarkable record, a world record, by doing continuous fasting for 411 days. As per Jain tradition, i.e., taking oily boiling water, what the fuck? Taking only boiling water during the daytime and just no other food or liquids. He had done similar Jain fasting for 211 days in 1995 96. This time he started fasting in 1 2000. The unique thing was that this time he was under continuous day to day medical checking and elaborate and medical testing. And elaborate medical testing with a critical evolution by evaluation by a team of expert doctors representing various fraternities of medical science, including family physicians, other physicians like cardiologists, neurologists, endocrinologists, surgeons, pathologists, geneticians, radiologists, etc. Also, from time to time, several team of physicists, chemists, biochemists, physiologists, and several doctors from all different specialties from India as well as abroad has spent time to meet him, examine him. All of them have been impressed with the genuinity of fasting, but everybody is wondering how this has become possible. You will agree that, as per today's scientific knowledge, this is just not possible, and it is extremely difficult to explain this happening. Even if the man is taken as a superman or genetically a different human being. We know of about at least 200 people living without food on this earth. I didn't know that. We know of about 200 people living without food on this earth. The author of this hypothesis was also part of the medical team and must have met and examined him several times during his unique fasting. The author also, like any scientist, had real skeptic behavior towards this gentleman and had really taken this gentleman to toughest and most critical analytic check, keeping in a nursing home more than a month, isolating him in a cube, not allowing any of his relatives to stay with him, etc. And all other doctors also had scrupulous checking. All of us are fully convinced about the genuinity and really are wonderstruck. Have satisfied fully with the genuinity, the team suddenly realized that the ball was in the court of the doctors, as now they had to explain how what I can't see how this gentleman could do this, and that too this gentleman could do this and that too, like a normal man. He talks, moves around, meets people, gives lectures, and talks intelligently and quite logically, i.e., all his systems are normal, including cognition. Ultimately, the job was left to the author to try to hypothesize something. The author has accepted it, but he realized that he was in deep waters. It's one of the most difficult tasks he had ever had in the past. Really speaking, this is a subject of occultism and spiritual science, and hence our experimental science had natural limitations. So the author has tried to resolve the hypothesis, which starts with logic, then available scientific knowledge is applied, and ultimately, again, logic leading to speculative vision is applied. Hence, he does not claim that things presented here are all the way scientific, but he assures you a great experience opening up the dialogues and assures that you will have a chance to examine in several fantastic possibilities. Who knows, truth may unfold itself in coming years from these possibilities. The author has already received several queries from the internet after floating it on the same. The hypothesis is a unique area where agree prolonged continuous fasting for religious spread of ahimsa and other high motives and scientific purposes to create awareness about sun energy and also aimed at solutions of four-way crisis.
Yo.
Yeah,
Yeah, I already know it's a lot, but definitely, even the other guy, I got. Matter of fact, I'm gonna look him up a little bit more, cause that's why wanted to kind of take it there too, cause Prahlad Johnny, uh, like we definitely gonna have to look into the X-Men, huh? He says 200 people that they got on record of
yeah,
not eating, and I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't even gonna talk about it, but for some reason I didn't eat for the last 3 days of the year and the first 3 days of the year. Now, uh, you know, I, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't, quite feel good at first. So I said to myself, I'm gonna fast whatever had me not feeling too good. I ain't putting nothing on my stomach, and I ain't gonna lie, it ended up going for 6 days. I thought it was gonna be 7. I remember telling Taz every night. He was like, "Man, so what the hell are you eating?" I'm talking. I wasn't sun gazing or nothing. You know, I wish I could give the credit to sun gazing because I know the power of it. I done felt it. I done. That's the only other time I ever fasted was because of that. But yeah, it's definitely spiritual. You can't fast unless you real spiritual. I'm telling you, you gotta have a. It gotta be your. It gotta be your soul making you do it, or you ain't. Or you ain't. Normally you just can't do these things.
Yeah, that's true for me too. I have to set my mind to it. I mean, I can't just wake up the next day and say, "Okay, I'm finna go on a 3 day water fast." I have to set and plan, and then I can stick to it.
Exactly. Like for real. Tap in. The yogi spent 76 years without eating or drinking anything, confirmed by scientists. You know, Prahlad Johnny. Mm.
And it don't look like he was getting it nourishment from the sun because that
Now
one
he didn't
hostile
even he say it
wait,
again.
that one hostile doctor was like putting him in a nursing home, putting him in a cube, and doing all kinds of shit to him. He probably could have went longer. Could he sun gaze?
What longer than 76 years?
No, I'm saying when the doctors were experimenting, there was one of those doctors was hostile
Oh
to him.
yeah, but I know you're talking about how he went 411
Okay,
days and 200 and some
right,
days.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm saying if he would have been able to go out and get some sun, um, probably like he normally do, it probably would have been an even greater experience. But they put him through the hostilities of
I mean, they was following him because they was seeing how he was still doing lectures and everything. You know what I
mhm,
mean? Like shoot, they was just keeping close tabs on him. Like they probably was the one handing him all his water bottles. Would you like something to drink? You know, you not hungry yet? Water sure makes me hungry.
Right.
you know. But at midnight of the eighth day of Navrati, three goddesses, Ma Kali, Ma Lakshmi, and Ma Saraswati, appeared to me and bade me to follow. I consented, prepared myself, and asked, "What about my food?" Huh? This is Prahlad Johnny. He said they each placed a finger on my lips and said, "You need not to be concerned about food ever again." I was 7, and from that day on, I stopped eating and drinking.
No food for you.
Yogi Prahlad Johnny. Yeah, 76 years without eating or drinking anything. Is that even bearable? I mean, seriously, can any man survive like that? I don't know about you, but I think I will be dead within just 3 days without food and water. You know,
I don't know if I'll last 3 days. I get to eating a tree or something.
it was surprisingly this man did the impossible. He lived decades after decades without eating and drinking anything, though he died on May 26, 2020, at the age of 91. He claimed to uh, have went 8 decades without food and water. His name is Prahlad Jani, a Breatharian monk who claimed to have lived without eating and drinking since 1940. This monk was known among his devotees as Chunriwali Mataji and had a huge mass following in Gujarat, India. His astonishing power of living without food and water made headlines in numerous world renowned dailies and left people bewildered. However, his extraordinary ability has been tested several times by researchers, scientists, and doctors. The result was jaw dropping and, of course, unexplainable. So let's know more about this man of mystery, Prahlad Jani, the starving monk. Prahlad Jani was born in Sharada village in then British India, now in Mehsana district, Gujarat, India, on the 13th of August 1929. When he was only 7, Johnny did something unimaginable. He left his home and went to the jungle to live. Later, at the age of 12, he became a follower of the Hindu goddess, oh yeah, Amba. You know, where we getting like name like Amber, but it's Amba, Amba, and started his spiritual journey. Amba, or Durga, is a major deity in Hinduism, mhm, associated with protection, strength, motherhood, destruction, and wars. So the young Johnny started worshiping Amba and decided to dress as a female devotee, wearing red sari-like attire, jewelry, and flowers in the hair. Due to his mother-like appearance, his followers started calling him Ma Taji, uh, the Great Mother. So maybe this human electric eel. No, I'm just messing with you. Maybe he was a dual sex. Maybe he was a androgynous being. We don't know. But being an ascetic, Johnny lived in a cave in the forest in Gujarat and only visited his village and family once a year to celebrate the holy Navarati festival. He didn't require any food or water to survive since the age of 14, as the goddess Amber was looking after him. The surprising fact is, Johnny believed that the goddess provided him with water through a hole in his palate and allowed him to live without food or drink. He went through several tests and observation by doctors. Several studies and tests have been conducted on Prahlad Johnny to verify his claims of being able to survive without food and water for years. In 2003 and 2010, Johnny went through two separate observational studies and medical scrutiny. Both the studies conducted with the involvement of Dr. Sudha Shah, neurologist and head of uh, Ahmedabad's Sterling Hospitals, who had studied people claiming to have exceptional abilities. Medical tests and observation in 2003, when Dr. Sudha Shah heard for the first time about Prahlad Johnny's miraculous power of surviving without food and water, he was very skeptical. Then he contacted Johnny and told him that he wanted to do a test to verify his claim. When Johnny came to the hospital, Dr. Suda told him, "You'll be in the hospital under constant video monitoring. And if you're true, I will put your good remarks to the world. And if you're wrong, I will have to literally undress you in the sense it's cheating." In November 2003, Dr. Suda Shah and other physicians at Sterling Hospitals, Ahmedabad, India, conducted the tests and observation on Johnny for 10 days. They kept him in a sealed room and did several medical scrutinies every single day. Prahlad Johnny was under constant monitoring, and to make the process vibrant and authentic, the researchers and doctors used CCTV camera, staff vigilance, security, doctor on duty, monitoring panel, specialist doctors, hospital surveillance, and more. They even went on changing the camera person to make sure there's no cheating involved from any ends. Johnny was without any food and a single drop of liquid during the observation. And surprisingly, Johnny passed no urine or stool during his stay, and his body condition was normal. The radiologist, Dr. Sanjay Mehta, was used to examine him, said, "I was doing his sonography." SON means, you're talking about the sound. I was doing his sonography, almost like a sonogram, maybe, I don't think, but I don't know, sonography, twice a day for 7 days, monitoring morning, evening. And there's ups and downs. One time it was 400 milliliters, then 200 milliliters, 300 milliliters urine. But at the end of the study, gradually there was no urine in his urinary bladder. He was claiming that he was absorbing the urine in his body, which was difficult, to explain as far as the science is concerned. Whoa. He also added that all his organs, that's what guess what Johnny mean, were normal morphologically. His chest was clear, kidneys, liver, spleen, everything was normal. Everything was normal, and there were not there were not even changes because of the age. Another surprising fact to note that a hole in the palate was found. Come on, man, which is very unusual. Knowing about the findings, metabolic expert Professor Dr. Anton Luger said, "I find it fascinating, absolutely incomprehensible. It's completely beyond my imagination. I am seeing this for the first time, and if you had just told me, I would have said I didn't believe it." For 10 days, he didn't urinate, pass through, or have anything to drink or eat, and they conducted laboratory tests on him. One would expect extremely high levels of uremic waste products. It's an absolute bombshell. You know? Y'all let me know, am I tripping?
It's definitely phenomenal.
For
Yeah,
sure.
I'm looking at his eyes. I have thoughts. Yeah. Who said it's slow? Also, living off the
Yeah,
air that you breathe.
I'm
Yeah.
glad. Yeah, I'm glad to see my brother Hunter 4D in the building.
So am
You
I.
know, definitely keep the ladies company because they some geniuses. They need some men geniuses also. Where y'all at, brothers? You
Peace and
know,
love to Hunter.
for sure.
Yeah.
But most definitely, like I'm pretty sure we done all learn some things tonight. And I know my brother Taz. Don't you got something you wanted to show?
What you say?
Did you want to hit the esoteric library?
Well, I was saving that for when we leave, just to remind the family. I was gonna show the video that I was telling the family about, but I gotta redo the video because there's I mean, not redo the video, but there's just some insignias on it that I don't wanna publish.
Mm-hmm.
So
I see.
I'll redo the video and just take out certain aspects of the video, and I'll throw it back up there without those things. I'm more up to date. Oh, I blocked this mother.
Oh, you got him? Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I got him that time. I got him, dog. Yeah, man. Yeah, my brother Prahlad Johnny. Man, there's a lot of amazing things and unexplainable things. And it's not mythology like they would like you to believe. Because if they say, oh, 100, 200, 300 years ago, 1,000 years ago, and say the exact same stuff I just showed you tonight, people be like, oh, man, that's mythology, man. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody going years without. Ain't no such thing as sun, because, we kind of hear the story with the Egyptians when it come to sun gazing too. And we were like, okay, these are real children of the sun. This is what they was doing, you know. But we're gonna be like, oh, that's all mythology. Then we get a person in our day and age that can take it to a level we couldn't even imagine, you know, to go years without eating and promote, getting the energy from the sun.
By doing something as simple as watching the sun. That's crazy.
You know, like that's how that's raw, to that level.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hold on, let me but yeah.
Okay. So did did China build the sun?
No.
Did they build the new sun?
Yeah, ain't gonna be no benefit in that. That's just gonna be, like jumping in a microwave
Yep. Hmm.
for real.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up one more thing right quick.
Whoa, what
Oh
happened?
damn.
Houston, we have a problem.
Big time.
We lost Brother Calico. We lost
So
the
Taz, you haven't started your 3 day water fast?
No, I went 7 days once, but uh it was hard. It took me like 2 years to prepare for it. And, yeah, it did because I had never done that shit before. And
Right.
when I started at first I did 2 days, then I did 4 days. Once I saw that I could get to 4 days, then I realized I'm like, yeah, I can make the 7.
Hmm.
But then
Did you feel good?
I did. I was actually at that time I was losing a lot of weight, and it was helping out a lot with what I was trying to accomplish, which I really wanted to lose 100 pounds at least. I was at 270. I'm at like two. I'm at like 160, 170 now. So I
Mm.
did lose like I actually lost 125 pounds, but I lost track for a little bit, and I got I gained back 25. So I'm back to just 95 pounds that I lost. But
Did
that's
you
it.
notice mental? Did you notice some mental clarity?
Oh yeah, yeah. That was my first thing. But my mental cloud that I had when went away well, most of it, not all of it, but most of it went away when I stopped smoking cigarettes. I was smoking Newport 100s, pack and a half a day for like 15 years, 20 years, and
Wow.
When I let that shit go, that was like the biggest cloud lift of my brain, you know. But welcome back, brother Calico. You said I'm trying to push a button, and then it was like you pressed the takeoff button.
Yeah, like damn. You know, I be slipping on my pimping. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie. I was just about to. Oh shoot! Hold on. I gotta go here to do what I'm talking about.
With what Gemini 9 is asking in regards about, ever since I found now that we really don't need vitamins. I haven't looked into anything that deals with vitamins. You know, we're composed of minerals,
Well,
hundred.
that's when vital minerals.
Huh?
Or life minerals.
Right, 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 right. But the vitamins that we're being given, they're not
Yeah, artificial. Yeah, yeah. You got to get it in a natural way.
right. You
Like
got
basically, everything is really a hormone. So you got to get what you need, from the sun, or you know,
yeah,
from the alchemy got to be done within.
yeah,
Whether you eat a certain food or plant that helps, increase it
yeah. If
or
you
or synthesize it.
for Sister Gemini 9, if you want to go check out our video, you would have been able to check it on. Oh no, no, we didn't do it on the other one. But on my channel or Brother Calico's video a long time ago, we did a five people person panel on we did only the first part. We never finished out the book, but we did go for like 3 hours, so it was like a pretty big part. But if you go look at the Essenian Gospel of Peace, uh we did a five person panel on it. That book, the Essenian Gospel of Peace, is basically all about fasting, you know, and how you're supposed to feed yourself from different aspects of nature throughout the week. You know, one day you absorb the sun, another day you're getting in touch with water. You know, the next day you're getting in touch with the earth. You know, the next day you're getting into, and we went through probably about 25% of I did the whole presentation in Spanish with my cousin, and then I did the first part with Brother Calico and like three other people. You were there as well, right, Sister Yasini?
I was.
Right, correct. Unfortunately, your channel was removed, so they can't go get it from your channel, but they can find it in Brother Calico's channel and my channel as well under the task. It's called
Yes.
the
Ye-
Estonian Gospel of Peace Gnostic Study.
Oh yeah, that was hot. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, salute the red squid
Red Squid.
It's
What up, though?
salute.
for sure. Show. Hey, I hope the brother ain't just pull up, cause hey man, we done definitely went through it. You
Yeah,
know, definitely showed the people all about the
yeah,
face of sun gazing. The
yeah.
point of sun gazing, and going deeper into what vitamin D truly is. Because vitamin D is a hormone, which is you know just showing that it's internal, not necessarily external.
Right.
Yeah.
And y'all already know. Y'all want to hit him with anything before we get out of here?
Well, last thing is just to tell everybody to be on the lookout. I'm almost done. I know I've been stagnating or whatever, but I've been a little preoccupied. Be ready, it's coming. It's almost over with. You know, my neck. It's gonna be my first PowerPoint of the so-called 2022 year. We gonna come with the Orishas explained. You know, I'm gonna read you guys a story. I'm gonna read you guys a different perspective. We're gonna break down all of the things that has been put out there, and some of the stuff that's been kept to the side, because we're always listening to all this oh, well, the Greeks this, and the Vikings this, and and the this and that, but we never hear different story. And when we hear about Africa, it's like most of the talk is always concentrated in Egypt, when there was so many big pantheons of gods within the whole continent of Africa. So we're gonna dive into the richest explain. Hope you guys are ready for it. Be sure that you check us out on all our channels. You could find us on Facebook. You could find us on. You could follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter. Obviously, you already know we are Trio Deals, so you can find us under Trio Deals on YouTube as well. And subscribe to all our YouTube channels. Yasini in the House, D Calico, the Taz Show, and go check out the goddess's website on the Yasini University LLC. A lot of stuff that you might want to be interested in, check out over there. We all have had a chance, to have specific objects from within the university. So go check her out on her personal website, and just be ready, because I'm coming with some fire with this presentation, and I hope to see you guys there. It's not a set time just yet, but I'd probably say about a good might be done this Sunday. Might have it ready by this Sunday. But stay tuned. Go subscribe to all our channels if you haven't yet. Like, share, subscribe. Appreciate the brother Calico for having me on the panel one more time. Always an honor to be next to the Empress Yasini. I appreciate everybody in the chat. The usual suspects, even the new ones that haven't been around for a while. We appreciate you. We love you. Be sure that you share, subscribe, and leave us a comment if you're watching later on, and let us know what you think. With that said, that's all I have. I'll leave the rest to you guys.
Yeah, so I just wanted to add that for all the deals in the chat, if ever you want to get in, just let us know where to send a link to. We don't mind you guys joining us. There's enough room for more than just one goddess and two kings. All right. So don't be afraid to come in and make your voice heard if you want. Otherwise, we still appreciate you being there, commenting, and watching. And peace to everybody in Trio Deals land.
If you're speaking, you're muted, brother.
This beat is in the clouds like my mind beat. That's why we correlate. Astounding. I got some off to keep you haters off from around me. Soon as he heard the shots, he coughed and he dropped and he found me. Gun in hand, so you know I continue with the pounding. Nothing to the ground, ain't no one revenge was so damn sweet. But it is, wanna know what I do if you play with me? But there it is, representing from Tampa to St. Pete. Show is one for the burial, don't know how real I be. Just keeping it real, only the best rise through adversity. I shed the tears, lost peers, the devil rolled my back. Karma is a bitch, cause that's how dead skeletons act. Carrying metal in fact, with no money, what make you check? Living off scraps, I lick my scrapes every time I scrap.
I'm here to shake up the world, yeah.